Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be doing a video about AMC. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. Today we're going to be doing a video about AMC stock. Do I think AMC stock is going to go through a short squeeze this week? What do I think about AMC stock's earnings coming up? And why I think this is definitely going to be a big move for AMC. But before I start the video, I just want everybody to know that everything I say in my videos is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion. So with that being said, let's get started with the video. So let's take a look at AMC, kind of what's been happening. So AMC stock, not really been doing well the last week. Like I said, it's down 16.68% of its value. It's honestly had, I believe 7 straight days in a row where the stock has kind of been just slowly falling. A lot of people don't really know why. Why is it continually falling? Usually stocks tend to rally, right before earnings, stuff like that. But the overall market condition lately has not been good. A lot of meme stocks have not been doing good. AMC has not been doing good. A lot of high growth stocks have not been doing good. So there's a lot to attribute to why AMC stock has been falling over the last week or so. There's a lot of stocks that have been falling as well. So it's not just AMC in specific, but we do have a big day approaching tomorrow after hours. It is AMC's earnings. Now, this could be a potential event where AMC does have a lot of volatility and could be the potential chance where AMC does go through a short squeeze depending on how the overall earnings go. The stock would obviously need to rally a lot for the stock to go through a short squeeze, not just a couple of percent. But, looking at it from a bigger perspective, their expected EPS is $1.26, negative $1.26. I do think that AMC is going to beat it. I do think that AMC does have a chance of beating their earnings. And, we did have a couple of good box offices. 99% of movie theaters are now open again. So we know from the perspective that, AMC is definitely going to be a lot more profitable than it was in the year of 2020. Like I said, in the year of 2020, we know that, AMC basically lost 90% of its revenue, losing $4.59 billion in the process, was very close to bankruptcy, but was able to come out of it clean. Taking a look at the one-year chart, we definitely see here this big squeeze up here on January 27th, 2021, a drip back down on February, and then a big spike up back on March 17th. And a lot of this attributes to a gamma squeeze. There was a lot of stocks that were kind of going through a rally, whether it was GameStop, American Airlines a little bit, and then AMC as well. And then a lot of the brokerages did limit trading on these stocks, only allowing people to sell, and the stock has never really revisited those all-time highs. Now, there's a lot of facts we do have to go over regarding AMC and the overall fact of why I think the stock is eventually going to squeeze and why I don't think it's a very good idea to be on the short side of things right now rather than it is to be on the long side. So we do know, based on research and evidence, that AMC in itself is getting shorted more and more every single day. That in the month of March and April, that a lot of people did add to their short positions in AMC because there's people out there who truly think the stock is going to zero. Now, for me, seeing how the market has been, how volatile things have been over the last couple of months, I would personally not want to be on the short side of things when it comes to these kinds of stocks because we've seen before. We saw what happened with GameStop. We saw what happened with AMC a couple months back. We saw what happened with Microvision. All these other stocks, they're very volatile. And once they start running, they don't really stop and they will squeeze for days at a time. So I don't think it's a very good idea to be, openly shorting the market right now. I think it's very dangerous because, what's going to happen is if people continue to short, and, we have to reference that these are not hundreds or thousands of shares that are being shorted at a single time. These are millions and millions of shares that are being shorted by these hedge funds, these big time analysts, and these big time players, that when a squeeze does happen, all these millions of shares have to be covered at a single time, which causes huge gaps in the price and why stocks run up so quickly. We know stocks like AMC, if it does have a very good back-to-back couple of days where it's really, really green and the stock is rallying a lot, this could be what it takes to be able to put AMC stock through a short squeeze because what starts to happen is people start seeing a rally in the stock altogether. What starts to happen is retail starts buying in, which drives the stock price higher. Bots, like at these big-time companies, will start buying in to kind of just day trade it a little bit. And then what happens is all these hedge funds, they start to worry that, okay, the stock is going up very, very quickly. I have to start covering my positions. And remember, these are millions of shares. So this what's what causes the short squeeze to kind of happen. I do think that if AMC does put up good earnings, I do think that we're definitely going to see a lot of uptrend for AMC stock. Now, there's a lot of people who argue, that stocks generally drop after earnings, whether they beat or they miss. But for me, going of how AMC actually is, looking at its overall volatility, seeing how many people are holding it, seeing, how volatile these stocks can get, any hint of good news for AMC stock is probably going to be good enough to be able to push it in the upward direction and definitely being able to cause a squeeze. Now, do I think that AMC stock is going to squeeze this week? Yes. I do think we're going to see a lot of price movement. I don't know if we're actually going to see a short squeeze altogether, but like I said, we need very good news for AMC stock to be able to go through a short squeeze. And good earnings is something that could be what it takes to start the uptrend for AMC if it does beat Wall Street's expectations. And like I said, right now, it's not a good time to short the market. Like I said, things have been pretty volatile, and like I said, you don't want to be on the short end of things when the market starts going on another bull run. And my overall price prediction for AMC stock, if it does squeeze, I'm pretty sure it's going to go well over $1,000. That's kind of a no-brainer, seeing of how much short potential that this stock has, how much outstanding shares are being shorted right now, and seeing, the massive potential that we saw from a lot of other stocks that have kind of been going through a short squeeze over the last couple of months. AMC definitely does have a lot of upside potential in that regard. So for me, I do think that the stock is going to go well over $1,000. Now, there's people out there who say, $10,000 or $100,000. But no one can really tell where a stock is going to go to when going through a short squeeze, only due to the simple fact that you can't predict what brokerages are going to do. Are they going to limit the trading? Sometimes they go through halts where people will sell and then they buy back up and then they sell again and they buy back up. So there's a lot of volatility disregarding overall AMC and how the stock price movement actually does go down. But when we take a look at it from the bigger perspective, we know that we do have earnings. Things generally do or become pretty volatile around earnings season. We know that AMC stock is getting shorted a lot and people continue to add to their short positions. And we know that there's a kind of a big war going on right now with a lot of retail traders and Reddit traders and the big hedge funds. These retail and Reddit traders, they want to make the hedge funds pay because they always feel like they manipulate the market altogether, thinking that they concoct all this stuff, that they're working together with the SEC and stuff like that to manipulate and make people lose money. We saw with GameStop that a lot of hedge funds lost all of their money, and I do think that we are going to get a repeat of this time and time again over the next couple of months as hedge funds continue to short the market right now, not just AMC. You're going to see a lot of bull run movement over the next couple of months when people start buying in. There's a lot of people right now who are just holding or they're cash gang. They see that the markets are falling or the markets are very volatile. But once we start seeing a lot of bull run action, I do think that we're also going to see run up from stocks like GameStop and AMC as well. With that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of AMC stock. Do you guys think AMC stock is going to go through a short squeeze? If you guys own AMC stock, how many shares do you guys own and what's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.